What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace Girl, and today we're gonna get into this new McGrath collection. So I bought the little combo that they had where you could get the quad and a blush. Now I just grabbed the blush Divine Rose, so y'all know Divine Rose for mother is like, you know, what is the pillow talk for Charlotte Till, that is, or everybody needs to have at least one Divine Rose thing in their collection. I have the powder blush, and now I have this balmy liquid blush. I just grabbed, this color balm blush. That was just the first thing I grabbed. So I'm gonna read the specs off, y'all. I'm trying to do this quick because I just got back from the gym. It's 4-something in the morning. I still gotta drive all the way back to my house. Honey Cash decided we need to go to the gym. Now it had been a whole month since we've been to the gym, but she decided tonight we need to go to the gym. I'm like, look here, ma'am. I had planned to put on my Pat McGrath stuff, but I had to go to the gym. That's okay, I guess. I'm zooming in a little bit more. I have on the mahogany blush from Dior finally. I just put that on top of my bronzer since my girl Dav's Beauty on Instagram, Dav's Makeup on Instagram and here on YouTube made a video talking about how you can use it as a bronzer, which I suspected because of the coloring of it, but I went ahead and did that today so I could try out the formula at least when it came to this shade, because I was excited about this shade, especially since I knew I could use it as a double when I go on vacation or something. But back to this video. So I just wanted to let y'all know I don't have any blush on, so this is highlighter. The blush is on top of the bronzer, and I left space to put this blush on in particular. I was dedicated, y'all. It says Divine Blush Legacy Color Glow Balm in Peach Lotus. I don't have Peach Lotus, so they sent me, like I said, Divine Rose. And then the Luxe Eyeshadow Quad in Passion Furlay. I hope I'm saying that right. It says indulge like an icon in a captivating fusion of effortless and enchanting beauty. Add the ethereal hue of a Divine Blush Legacy Glow Color Balm to your cheeks, bestowing a radiant glow. Enhance your eyes with the Luxe Eyeshadow Quad Passion Fleur, a collection of fantasizing, Jesus, y'all, I'm tired, I'm sorry. Fantasizing shades for mesmerizing gazes. Experience this irresistible appeal of the Divine Blush Legacy Glow Cheek and Eye Duo. A $91 value, but they're only charging $77 for this set. So that's why I went ahead and bought it. I was like, I'm just grabbing blush. I'm gonna grab, you know, this quad. I'm doing because y'all know I had to have the quad. I just had to have the quad. I have to have all the quads. We're gonna start off showing off the quad, and it's in this gorgeous pink packaging, what I'm excited about. Like the original Divine Rose, she put in limited packaging. I feel like this is that same packaging. Don't quote me, but I'm gonna show the shades now. So this is what she looks like on the inside. The weird thing is the size of these pans, when it's made like this, they're actually bigger than the ones that are the bigger size, as weird as that is. I found that out when I had compared, I think it was Interstellar Icon to something else. The other one is really similar. But that's what she looks like. So I'm gonna show it up against Eternal Eden, because I felt like they were somewhat similar. So that's what they look like on the inside. As you can see, they're not as close as I thought. I feel like Eternal Eden is a little lighter than this one is. If y'all remember, my girl, Dr. Asher, her makeup was using this as a blush palette. So mother finally came out with blushes that we have now. So there's that. Then I'm going to show, what is this one called? Rose Decadence. And then I got the Natasha Denona Mini Crush to show to compare to these, because people like to come up with tones like these, and these are my everyday neutral tones. So this is how they get me when it comes to neutrals. Like I'll do the pinky rosy neutral tones. If you're curious what's on my eyes right now, by the way, this is the these are the $4 quads from Elf. So I just used both of those, the ones that they came out with the Good Vibes Only, whatever, the Peace Collection, I guess it was called. I'm not sure, but this is Rose Decadence against this. I feel like this would be a great companion palette for Rose Decadence, just because I feel like it has some similar colors to it, but not similar enough to where, you know, you can't match the palettes together. I love this shade right here in this palette. Random side note, I think it's one of my favorites. It's called Fuchsia Flame, and I'm just obsessed. I brought a Makeup by Mario blush too to compare like the consistency of it, because remember he has stick blushes as well. Now I'm gonna show the palette in the shade Crush. I think I had to press this shade back in, so I'm gonna have to hold it like a certain way. Matter of fact, I just try to hold it kind of like this to make sure this shade doesn't fall out, because I think that's the one that's supposed to fall out, but that's what they look like. Again, I don't feel like any of them look really similar. There's no like special shifting shades or anything like that, so I'm kind of disappointed in this quad, if you will, because it doesn't have any of the special shades in it. I mean, it has, I think this is supposed to be like one of those sparkly shades that you put on, but I still don't feel like it's giving like enough specialness for me for the price of this. I guess that's why she made up for it with like the special colored packaging or whatever, because otherwise I'm like, it just looks like another quad mother with the same rosy shades you keep pushing off on us, the way Charlotte Tilbury keeps pushing all his pillows off. So I'm just kind of like, I got a side eye in this quad. Now that I have it in person, like, are you really giving? I don't think you're giving. I don't think you're giving what I deserve for this price point. I really don't. Anyway, let's get to this blushes. So I want to compare the shade I have from Makeup by Mario. I got the shade Raspberry. I thought it was this fun, weird, like pinkish type shade that I feel like you wouldn't see every day on someone. So y'all know me, I have to be extra and get like the unique fun shade. So I'm swatching that formula. It seems pretty thin. It seems like it's a stick version, obviously, of the ones he came out with just recently. I bought that like last year when he had a sale during the holidays. Now we're going to use the shade Divine Rose. This is what it looks like. It is more of that classic rosy-ish type tone. It's not giving nearly as much color as that one, and it's quite a bit thinner than the Makeup by Mario. I feel like the Makeup by Mario is thicker, and Mother's is thinner, with a more dewy consistency to it, in my personal opinion. So as you can see, to me this reminds me of the shade Rosewood for Makeup by Mario. I know you all didn't see it in the video because I didn't use that. I used the pink one and the corally one, but this reminds me of the shade Rosewood from Makeup by Mario, and that's obviously the Makeup by Mario because it's so much brighter. So I don't know, I'm liking the pigmentation of Makeup by Mario is better, honestly, but let's zoom on in real quick and cute like and put this one on. I think I know I have some brushes in here for blush, so we're just gonna use one of those. I'm too lazy to get up and get another one. Then I will go off camera, get my life in order, and then come back with an eye look for y'all. So I'm gonna just take this brush right here. So I'm thinking one side maybe we'll put it on the brush to start off with, and then the other side we can just rub it on the face, or maybe I should just start from the back of my hand and then rub it on the brush. So yeah, let's try that way first. So I just added some more to the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna grab it off and see how that works. I feel like that's not gonna do too much of anything to be perfectly honest, just because it's such a sheer and thin formula. Yeah, like I'm rubbing it on, I don't see anything on my face. Like, do y'all see anything on my face? It's like, yeah, no. It could be the color I chose though too, but I wanted to go with the classic Divine Rose because, you know, when she came out with her blushes, I think she called it the Divine Blush Collection. So she's really into this whole Divine Rose blush situation. And I honestly forgot what shade I picked. Okay, it's starting to pick up now, but I mean, like, I feel like you have to put down quite a bit. And I feel like once I blend it in, it's just going to disappear to nothing. So I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, it's not too bad. We'll see one side without it just so you can see how it looks. And then we'll get one side with a similar blush tone. Hopefully, I'm thinking I'm going to put on Warm Berry from Gucci, since I brought my Gucci blushes over here. Yes, I'm liking it like that. It's not picking up any of my other makeup underneath, which I like that because I was concerned about it doing that because it's this dewy, glowy situation. Okay, so that's what it looks like on its own. That's not too bad. The color is showing up better than I expected to. I tried to get a kind of sheer color that I felt like people my skin tone would still use on purpose just to see if it would show up well, and I think I chose a decent one. You know, I went with the pink. The next one, what's the other one? Okay, here's Warm Berry. We'll put that on next. So I'm going to put the same blush on this side, and we're just going to top it with a powder and see how well it lasts throughout this video. Because I'm not going to give y'all a wear test. Honey, it's 4 something in the morning, and I still have to handle some business for work before I go to work tomorrow. So I'm like, I want to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and, yeah, blend this in now that I have it on. It is a really nice color, and it is definitely giving that dewy vibe. So I'm wondering if I could do this like the Patrick Ta ones, where it's like you could put this on top and it'll give you that extra dewy glow, but you have a powder underneath. I always wonder that now, since he started that whole technique, if you will. At least I feel like he did in the beauty space, of putting the cream on top. So I'm like, now I'm wondering, can I put some of these like powder ones underneath and then put a cream on top and it work? Or I'm not just gonna have to, you know, because it still seems to have a glow underneath it even when you put a powder on top. So I'm liking that. And again, none of my makeup is lifted up in any areas where I put this balm on. So I'm liking the fact that it's not lifting up my makeup either. But I mean, Mother is a professional makeup artist, so I feel like I shouldn't have that issue. So here's the difference with a powder blush on versus not a powder blush. I feel like it just obviously gives a little bit more pigmentation and color, but the formula is easy to work with. It's really nice. Even though I chose a lighter tonish shade, I still feel like it shows up well on my skin. So far I'm liking it. I'm impressed, mother. Okay, mother. I'm gonna go off camera and do a quick eye look for you all with the quad, and then I will come back. Y'all know I ain't got much to do with it. I'm going to take a shade from probably from this Rose Decadence, just because I need a transition shade, because there's no transition shade in here otherwise. So I'm probably gonna take this shade right here from Rose Decadence, and that will just be my transition shade. And I will come right back to y'all with an eye look, and then we can just wrap it up with my thoughts on this collection as a whole, because we only got 2 things for it. I wish he had gave us a highlighter in this collection too. That wasn't like a stick highlighter, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye we're working with. I just put the pink shade on from the palette I promised I would. So let's get into it. So I set this shade on the outer V and in the crease. These 2 are the lid shade, and the sparkly shade is the inner corner shade. There's actually a lot of sparkle in this lighter frosty looking pink right here as well. I'll do some comparisons to some other quads later on this week. It's just, like I said, I went to the gym this morning, y'all, so I'm tired and I still gotta drive back to my house. So hopefully I don't do this too much longer. So outer V shade. Go ahead and dust it all around, y'all. Yes. Y'all, the workout was intense just because I haven't done it in so long. So some muscles was just like, ooh, like when I had to walk up these stairs to get up here to film, I was like, ooh, no. The muscles in my legs was like, no ma'am, no. And I was like, ooh, no, I'm glad there's no like stairs in my house where I have to walk up now, because I'm like, yeah, no. Go ahead and just dust and brush all this off here. I'm really liking the smokiness of this color, but I feel like it's similar to, like, you know, the color that I showed y'all in that palette, which I gotta remember to pull out because I put those back in the drawer. I need to pull it back out the drawer to make sure I do my videos. So back to this shade. We're gonna just dust this in the crease as well to get an extra smoky effect. I'm really trying to go for a plate of like mauvey berry rose tone smoky eye situation, since I mean I feel like that's all you can do with this, or you can do like a 2 shadow look with just different shimmers on the lid. I feel like that's all this is gonna be good for. It's gonna have to be more of a companion thing if anything else, but you know, that's cool. It's cool or whatever. It's fine, because Mother made it. It's fine, as we clearly see, because I bought like a whole clown, even though, you know, I probably have all these shades from her already, and you know, like other brands, like I showed y'all Natasha, and then you gotta think this is the mini Love palette, and there's Love palette, then Huda got all her berry palette. So it's like this one is gonna have quite a few comparisons to it. I'm gonna try to keep the comparisons down to a minimum because it is a quad at the end of the day, so I'll probably show like a couple of 6 pans. I'm not trying to show a whole lot. I feel like maybe like the berries palette from Juvia's place I'll show with this as well. So I'm gonna start off with this shade right here in the back. We're gonna put this one in the front. We'll put this in the inner corner, and then we'll talk about my thoughts. So it's giving that metallic sparkle of a shimmer as usual. You come put on the lid, honey. So I'm here for it. It's a whole vibe. I'm liking the way this looks. I'm gonna go back in the crease, y'all know the drill, and deepen it up some more. But you know, she's looking good, she's looking cute and nice and all that good stuff or whatever. Go toward the front and put this sparkly shade. And as you can see, it's giving a nice little shift when you turn that eye. Y'all know how I am. I love to have my little 3 multi-chrome moments or dual chrome moments. So I'll just put 2 shades together and make me a cute little dual chrome. Sometimes these palettes be expensive. Y'all saw the dual chrome palette I got from Affliated already, and that was like close to $100. It was $94, and you gotta think I had to pay for shipping from Canada and all that. So honey, The shipping don't be no joke. I'm just going back over the outer V part with this deeper shade. Busting out. Shout out to my girl Dionluvsmakeup, y'all. Dion finally made it to the thousands club, and I was super excited. Like, I posted and told everybody. I'm like, hey, Dion was out here making moves. I put on my Instagram stories. I posted in my community tab. I'm like, everybody, look, go look. She made it. And I couldn't be more ecstatic. Like, you thought I made it again. I'm just like, yes, Dion girl, get it. Because I know it's been a long time coming for her, so I'm like super, super excited. It's like I said, it's like I, you know, made it to 1,000 again. That's how excited I am. Can you tell? I mean, I just posted it everywhere, and I'm talking about it in this video tonight since it happened today. So, you know, can you tell? Can you tell I'm excited? I'm super excited, like a whole lane. And I'm not ashamed to say it either. Like, congrats to Dion for making it. Girl, I'm super proud and excited. I know she's been working hard with her content and all for a long while, so it's nice to, you know, hit one of the milestones you've been hoping to hit. And I'm just thrilled. So now we're gonna take the sparkly taupey shade with all the like glitter and sparkle and pop that in the inner corner. Now I know the green on my lower lash line doesn't necessarily work with it. Pay it no mind. It's fine. It's fine. I tried not to drag it too long. I tried to dust it away a little bit. It didn't work out too well with me dusting it away, but you know, I try it, girl. I try it. It's early in the morning. Leave me alone. So I don't know. I feel like there's more depth on this side than it is on this side, but it's 4 in the morning. Again, we'll just never mind any of that. Okay. So let's get down to the business. This quad, it's the standard Pat McGrath quality. It's not like was it Ethereal Eden or what's the other one? Flora Fantasia. It's not like those two. So the quality of this one is fine. It has a cute little packaging on it and whatnot to give like a little extra oomph, if you will. It's got a nice little set of sparkly shade. I really like the sparkle, and then when I put it in my inner corner the best, I feel like it shows the most sparkles. The other ones are giving more like, this is giving a more frosty vibe. This gives more of the traditional like metallic shade to me. I'm really loving sparkle. I kind of want to swatch it just to see if you'll see like more of the sparkle too, because I feel like there's more sparkle than what you see in my inner corner. Okay, so the swatch isn't doing it justice either, because you can definitely see like pink and other sparkles in it, but it's giving that more wet looking ethereal look. So I feel like if you put this on a lid, it gives like that like wet shiny effect that UOMA Beauty likes to talk about and that she likes to use on her eyes. So I guess I just swatch the other shimmers too. I mean, do we really need to swatch the matte? I feel like we don't. So we'll just swatch some shimmers real quick. And y'all know I don't swatch shimmers. Okay, so the coppery one is more of like that satin finish, and then I was right. The frosty pink is more of that frosted metallic vibe going on, and this one seems to be more coppery and that kind of satin look, if you will, too. I feel like those are the 2 shades that people are going to use the most, so it makes sense that they would do those, because you can have your nice smoky eye and then like that glass skin or sparkle effect to the eye that UOMA Beauty always talks about. So those are the 3 shimmer shades in there. Like I said, I didn't feel the need to swatch the matte, so I think it did a good job. I was impressed with what I used and, you know, how it worked out for me. So I like the quad. If you don't have any other rosy tone quads from her and you like the pink packaging, I would say go ahead and get it, because it gives you 3 different types of finishes when it comes to the shimmers, and you get like a dark outer V shade. Now if you want a different tone of colors, you're not really into the pinks, kind of like I know Tina the Fancy Face is it, then you probably shouldn't pick up this quad. I mean, it's just that simple. If you want to try out the blush, I feel like it looks nice underneath the with a blush on top of it, a powder blush, or without one. The formula isn't sticky on the face. It went on nicely. It didn't pick up any product off my face, which is what I was concerned about, as far as like, you know how you swipe it on, it'll pick up some, obviously, because you know I put the stick directly in my face, but it didn't pick up any of the product, where chunks of product was missing from my face after I rubbed it on. So that's what I mean by it doesn't pick up product. But I'm I like it okay. I don't think I like it well enough to buy them again at regular price though. Like they'd have to go on sale for me to buy more colors, but I do like the formula enough to where I would keep this in my collection. And if I had like bought it from Sephora, I wouldn't return it. I would just, you know, keep it and use it. But those are my thoughts, if that made any sense. I'm kind of rambling because it's like damn near 5 in the morning. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.